Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Everton today have been banned from signing academy players for 2 years and fined £500,000 by the Football Association and Premier League. Everton found guilty of wrongdoing, encouraging an academy player to sign with them when he was already registered with another team. The player was at Cardiff City, I believe, according to reports, and Everton have admitted that wrongdoing and have done their own investigation basically, and have helped the Premier League with that investigation, and this is the punishment for it. It means that Everton can't sign a player who's registered with another Premier League club for the preceding 18 months. So listen, it goes on in football. It happens all the time, I'm quite sure. We're the latest in it. Obviously, you've got to play by the rules, and Everton have tried to bend the rules, like Liverpool have been done for it, and probably City and Chelsea and those kind of teams as well at some stage. Off you go. It just means that there's more money to sign all the players in the world for the first team. No, I mean, listen, it goes on. It's gone on forever. And now, obviously, they're cracking down on it. So you risk it, you get caught, you take your medicine, and you move on. Yerry Mina had a press conference today. It's mad the way they have these press conferences months after he's signed, but he's had it obviously ahead of making his debut on Sunday's Premier League full debut at Chelsea. Came on last week against Brighton, of course, and played the last 5 or 6 minutes of that. Played against Gormaria in the friendly, or the Sport Pezza Cup, on Tuesday night. Played the full 90 minutes there. Said he's a bit nervous, but he's excited about playing in the Premier League. He said he just wants to be happy and he wants to win trophies at Everton and do well. He's really took the club to heart. He said he's got to know the fans. He likes the fans. He said he's a happy person. He doesn't worry too much about things. But he's got an excited nervousness about Sunday, and he wants to get out and test himself. Said he always wants to play in the Premier League, and he wants to test himself against some of the best forwards in the world who he feels play in the Premier League. So, obviously it's going to be interesting to see what he's like in the Premier League. He looked very good the other night, like I say. You have to take the opposition into account. Looked a big unit at the World Cup. Can he cope in the Premier League? We'll find out. But if he's anything like Marco Silva and Marcel Brands' signing so far, he'll be fantastic, because they have been fantastic so far as well. Talking of a couple of those signings, they have made their way back into the national team again, being called up. We've got Luca Dean, who's been recalled to the French squad. He was in it for the last set of games. Kurt Zouma hasn't been, though, which is a bit disappointing, because I think he's been very good. Andre Gomez has been called up to the Portugal squad. And Everton's have also had good news today from Michael Keane, who is back in the England squad, and obviously Jordan Pickford in that as well. But really happy for Michael Keane. I think he's been excellent this season, and given the way last season went, he's got his head down this season. Started the season off quite well, and then got a head injury at Bournemouth and had to come back from that, and has been excellent. So congratulations to Michael Keane there for getting his call up to the England squad alongside Jordan Pickford. The People's Project _ at the People's Project _ has been tweeting stuff today as we move toward the consultation for Bramley Moor Dock and the surrounding area next week. The public consultation begins on the 15th of November, so a week today. And they mentioned one of the questions will be around stadium capacity. Not surprisingly, lots of people answering it with 60,000 and what have you. It's a bit of a mad one for me, because I would have thought that Everton would have had the stadium capacity kind of nailed down to the site and the way they want the stadium to look and everything. So it's a bit of a mad one that this is still going on. It might just be paying lip service, making us feel like we've got more of a say in it. I want the best stadium for Everton. I would ideally it'd be 60,000. I'm happy with 58. I don't want it lower than 55. But if Everton gave me a reason for it to be lower than 55, it'd have to be a good one. So I would say 55,000 is the minimum it can be. But as long as it's iconic and it's steep and it's intimidating, I'm good with that. But I just think Everton, personally, I just think they should put it out there what the capacity is. Let everyone moan about it for a while and then move on with it, because people are going to moan regardless of what it is, I think. So yeah, there you go. So make sure you have your say in this consultation. It's imperative. It's vital that everybody has their say in this. Honestly, it really is. It's not really about Everton. It's about you having your say in the stadium and that surrounding area. Get your opinions down and back the ground. It's going to be the most important thing we're part of as a fan base, I think, probably in our lifetimes. It's a huge thing, so you need to get over there to the People's Project and fill in your form, basically. Yeah, and finally, Everton again have been linked with Torgan Hazard, who plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach, Eden Hazard's younger brother. Good player. Was at Chelsea, didn't really do anything. I don't know whether this is a tenuous link. Everton have got a lot of creative players, but this is about the third time this story's popped up, and you know, obviously we're going to report it if it's bouncing around, so keep an eye out for that one and see what happens. Don't forget, it's the Goodison Sleep Out next Friday as well, the 16th, so if you want to get involved, get over to Everton in the Community and get yourself involved in that. We'll be there doing some videos from there as well. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It only takes a second. If you want more videos, get over and join us on Patreon. See you soon on Toffee TV.